Yes, folks, we have ourselves a new project. Exciting. What? Yeah, I know I haven't finished the other ones yet. Shut up. It's starting to sound like my mum. Anyway, let's have a look. Yes, we're going to be having a look at it in its current state. We're going to be going and getting it, taking a closer look, and seeing what we're going to do. Coming up with ideas. Stay tuned. If you tuned into any of my shorts last month, you'll know I was looking at several bikes, even though I shouldn't be. Anyway, I won't go into a lot of detail about those. There were a couple of Suzuki's, even a BMW or two, and of course the statutory Honda CB350. But one particular one caught my eye, and I got into conversation with the seller, which is always dangerous. And so here it is. Yes, another kind of semi-done, ran out of time, enthusiasm, money, I don't know what, Café racer build from a Honda CB or CL 350 Scrambler, 1971 no less. Yes, nearly as old as me. So we'll obviously have to be a little gentle with the dear old thing. As I say, semi-done, but no seat, so that's going to be the usual fun and games. It's got a Motor Gadget Blue unit already fitted, and apparently all the electrics are working, so that's a bonus. It already has an aftermarket fuel tank, but unfortunately some of that's broken, so there's going to be some welding involved with that. Even if we end up getting another tank altogether, I don't know. But basically there's a fuel line that runs from one side to the other to ensure, you know, when the gas is low, that it still flows freely, and that's kind of snapped off and rusty, so that's going to be tricky. We'll take a closer look at that when we get it back here. Anyway, a few initial thoughts on what we could do. It's already got clip-on drop bars, but they look a tad long to me, so we'll shorten those up. And a seat, of course. I think we'll probably paint the exhaust satin semi-gloss black and add some heat shields. I think I'm a bit worried about the position of those pipes and burning your leg. Other than that, some custom graphics on the tank maybe. Not sure about these yet, just playing around with some ideas. And given we had a reasonable amount of success with painting the frame on the Gutsy, painting it a colour rather than just black, I think we might even do that on this. I'm thinking orange, and maybe some other orange highlights like the bottom of the front forks and stuff like that. I don't know. Tell me what you think. This is what it looked like on the other side. Here's one that somebody else did a couple of years back and sold on Bring a Trailer for £5,000. I think we can do better. Anyway, let's go meet Jaden and pick it up. Take a closer look. Bugger. Too long. Sorted. Alright, let's go get this wreck. So here we are, checking over the bike. Jaden's just hooking up the battery. He's going to show me how it starts up. And he's got some other good toys in here. There's that Nighthawk that he was showing me online. The bonus is that I wasn't expecting, we've actually got a electric start, so that's sweet because I'm too old to kick things over these days. Turns over. Well, we got it home. leave that to get on with that. Anyway, it was a real pleasure to meet Jaden, a very interesting young man with other projects, as you saw. And he's assured me that he will be watching this series at least. So if you are watching Jaden, drop a comment below. And a box of goodies, including the old carburetors, because these are brand spanking new Makunis, and apparently they're a bit of a Makuni to Tuni. But as you know, that's not my problem. That'll be Chris's problem. Well, here it is. Yeah, it's a cute little thing, isn't it? It's quite dainty, and apparently not very quick, but who the hell cares? We're not going to ride it anyway. So yeah, brand new carbs. Those gaiters need a bit of attention, right? Brand new tyres-ish, fairly new anyway. All new switchgear and grips, but of the conventional style, not the kind of push button stuff that I normally use. But they're very nice and it all works, so we'll be leaving that. As I say, we will be chopping down the bars a bit because I think they're just a bit long. Not immediately, anyway, we'll see. Brand new speedo and rev counter, which also apparently work. I think 12,000 is probably a little bit optimistic. Tank, yeah, as already discussed, is going to need some work, if not replacing, but it is a stock tank. If we are going to use this one, we're going to take these badges off, so they'll be on eBay, and that'll mean we have to kind of sand and fill all that. But the motor's good. Foot pegs are going to be interesting. We're going to have to come up with something that works off the original bracket there, a bit like we did on the CB350, but it looks like we can fit some nice alloy pegs in there. Frame to be decided, but possibly a paint job. Exhaust is interesting. I did think of swapping it out altogether for a more conventional kind of, you know, run down the side type deal, one each side, and I did check with a guy on eBay who had some standard CB350 pipes, just to make sure that they would marry up to the block. I figured they would, because I'm sure it's the same engine, and I was right. Yeah, they do. However, I've decided I rather like these. Those curves are pretty sexy. Not quite as beautiful as a Honda 404, but yeah, cool nevertheless. So we're going to keep them. They've got these nice new silencers, mufflers on the back. These hideous exhaust brackets will go in favour of our usual exhaust clamps, and yeah, they definitely need a little bit of cleaning up. There's some rusty patches, so that one there. Yeah, we're going to need to paint these. Maybe we leave the mufflers silver, I don't know. Maybe we don't. But yeah, they definitely need a bit of tidying up. I like it. It's really cute. Seat wise, if we can get away with an off the shelf job, that's what we'll do. We'll have to do some measuring and see what we can come up with. Nice little battery box for all the electrics. Old style M unit, not the blue unit. Anyway, that's all done apparently. So I guess those two aren't necessary. Now, and the other nice thing is that this rear LED light is actually pre-recessed. You can actually buy them like this, so there's no excuse for these guys that just stick them on the outside. So that's nice, neat and tidy. Engine and casings need a bit of a clean up, but I think we'll leave it at that. I don't think we'll bother painting that at all. Kind of like it as it is. I think black would probably be unnecessary. Chain, I don't know. Looks in reasonable nick. Sprocket, not so sure. chain rubbing badly on centre stand, which will be removed. No self-respecting cafe racer has a centre stand, for Christ's sake. Oh yeah, headlight. I don't know. Conventional, normal headlight with the standard kind of cafe racer tape on it. Quite cute, actually. I don't know. Don't know if we'll swap it out for an LED or not, honestly. Yeah, I think we'll just clean this motor up, which means a trip to O'Reilly's to get some engine foaming, degreasant, etc. Brake pedal looks as though it could do with a bit of adjustment, although it does go down quite a long way. So I'm guessing at that point it's not engaging at all. And it's probably be useless anyway because there's a drum brake, so there we go. Kickstart looks alright, won't be using that because thankfully it's got electric start. Yeah, start the motor, sweet. And yeah, wheels look to be generally in pretty good condition. The spokes are a bit iffy, but probably just a clean up, not a paint job. We'll see. We'll clean them up, see what they look like, take it from there. So yeah, a lot of cleaning to be done. Better get my friend Mr. Mills over, he likes that kind of thing. I hate it. And yeah, the fuel tank, I hope we can fix this one because inside there is beautifully clean and rust free. I've been watching some videos online about how to de-rust fuel tanks because I've been looking on eBay and there's plenty available, but they're all pretty horrible to be honest. And yeah, getting the rust out of the tank's a bit of a palaver, involving all kinds of chemicals from white vinegar and chains and panel screws, shaking them around, and muriatic acid, baking powder, all kinds of stuff. So hopefully we won't have a full episode on how to clean a fuel tank. There's plenty out there if you want to know how to do that. So there's no point in me repeating what's already there. And yeah, paint wise, I think we're gonna go keep it black with some orange accents, a little bit like the CB350, except less so. I think less orange, maybe orange wing on the tank. Might do those orange, might not. And frame, I'm thinking actually a bit like my Photoshop mock-up. I think we just, if we're going to do anything, I think we'll just do that down the frame there, bring it along here, do that up sweep but not the rear peg mount, and just do that up to there, and then do the rest of it all black, including the swing arms, which do need a little bit of paint. Yeah, well, that's the plan. So I think first up, pipes off, gives us more access to the frame and cleaning the motor and everything else, and we can look at refurbishing them, obviously getting rid of that centre stand monstrosity. Yeah, just a general clean-up, I think, to have a better look at what everything really looks like, and of course sort the tank out. Anyway, it's quite encouraging to find people like young Jaden of that generation that are interested in such archaic machinery. Even if he didn't finish the project, he's very keen to see how it turns out, and he was very pleased that someone like me, who was going to finish it, picked it up. So I think we'll leave it at that for this episode, and we'll start on it for real next time around. If you can't tell, I'm quite exhausted and quite hot. So, as usual, thanks for watching. If you thought the video was any good, give it a thumbs up, or you think you're going to enjoy the rest of the series, in which case you'll need to subscribe down here if you haven't already, and of course encourage others to watch my lunacy.